Morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, today we're talking about when Bitcoin will boom. Top Dapp rankings. We'll be going over some top Dapps out there and talking about these bullish articles that are signaling a boom coming soon to a coin market cap near you. But first, let me shout out all the Champagne Crypto maniac boomers out there in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. Make sure you're touching the buttons right now. The like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Take it upon yourself to look out for Champagne in the morning. Although, you may have those post notifications turned on, chances are you won't get them. So make sure you're looking for Champagne actively in the morning. We're booming every single morning. Indeed, this is a live stream. Shout out to Cliff Martin, Lee Banky, and the rest of the kaboomers out there. Today we'll be talking about when Bitcoin boom. Question mark. Top Dapp rankings. I want to go over some of those Dapps that are looking kind of sexy out there and more. Let me shout out all the rest of the boomers tuning in. If this is a live broadcast, we have the crypto broiler, the 450 and beyond, feeling booming this morning, sipping on some keto coffee right now. The energy's correct out here. Let's go ahead and share with you guys my screen to see how healthy today's mathematics are looking out there in the coin market caps. Looks like we're trading sideways, guys. No new news other than a Bitcoin Cash quarrel. CryptoZilla, good morning. I haven't checked that video yet, that interview between Tone Vase and was it Mr. Wright, if I'm not mistaken. I definitely got to check that out. Let's check out today's market cap at $211 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 52.3. Not much is happening other than fights between the blockchain bros out there. 63.73 on the bits. Ether at 209. Ripple trash. Bitcoin Cash at 525. Stellar at 26, EOS. Today we're going to be talking about some of these EOS dApps because it looks like the majority of the sexy dApps right now are on EOS. A lot of criticism on EOS when it comes to that blockchain, but yet they have a lot of dApps booming, and I want to talk about them. Litecoin at $50. Cardano stuck at 7. Shout out to my Cardano boomers out there. Monero at 104. Tether 98 cents. It seems like it can't reach that dollar marker. It's stuck at 99 cents. Tether now at 98. Tron at 2 cents. Looks like Tron is also stuck around 2 cents as well. Tron, I gotta say, Tron is one of those coins that some days I'm with it, some days I'm not. Looks like Tron's not gonna go anywhere though. I see Tron being around for some time. IOTA at 49 cents, and then we got Dash at 161 as the rest of the boomers tune in to this live broadcast. We got FN Base, good morning. We got Joey Alex, good morning. Cliff Martin, CryptoZilla, Lee Banky. Joey Alex is asking, Champ, are you buying any Ether Classic? Not at the moment, and I'll keep it 1,000 with you, Joey. Although I'm not holding that Ether Classic bag. I got to be 1,000. I have a little Ether bag there that I've been hodling for some time now. Ether Classic doesn't look bad. I'll tell you that much. Ether Classic doesn't look bad. And furthermore, I think Ether Classic at this point, let me see what the price is on Ether Classic. It has more upside potential possibly at $9.17. I can see this going to $15 or $20 before Ethereum itself hits $350 or $400. And that's, keeping it 1,000 with you. Right now, I'm kind of adjusted the bags where I want them. And, I'll consider getting Ether Classic. Another one I'm considering is Cardano. That's another one that's been heavily speculated there in the markets. Champagne's not a pro, so, don't take this as my advice. These are my just personal opinions out there. That's what I think. Shout out to Impatient Potato. Good morning. Marcel says, hold the lines, attack the bears. Attack, attack, attack. Throw out the sniper gun out there. Attack all the bears out there. It seems like we've shaken out most of the bad hands. It seems like... I'm not hearing too much bearish news out there. I'll keep it 1,000. I mean, the bulls haven't attacked the line just yet, but this stagnant market is an accumulation period, and I'm not as upset about the stagnation as some other boomers may be. Okay, let's check out some of these bullish articles. They're talking about this is Bitcoin calm before the storm. Crypto analyst Bitcoin.com indicates market will explode in 2019. So, you know, everybody was talking about there was going to be a kaboom at the end of the year with this backed platform. Could someone please let me know when the backed is going to go online? Because apparently it was going to happen in November. I have a November 14th or 15th date in my head, but that is not confirmed or denied. I'm just for some reason have that in my head. I don't know if it's true or not. Let me know. But we were expecting to see a kaboom. It didn't happen. Just like I thought. I thought that, you know, it was a lot of hype and we haven't seen the boom. Okay. I would say if it goes online tomorrow, chances are maybe the price could dip, if you ask me. Back this in December, says Lucian. Okay. I thought it was in November, Lucian. I thought it was in November. Okay. So that's what it is. Calm before the crypto storm, says this article. The DA market is going to explode in 2019. You can see they're talking about Tom Lee and whatnot. Crypto Rand, an investor analyst out there, he claimed that the bulls are on the way. A bull run may be inbound, but where will the market head out there? So, you know, let me know what you think. They're saying it's 2019. I'm going to say, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's Q1. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you guys. I'm kind of focusing the targets in the sniper scope now to summer or fall, or maybe even 2020, okay? Maybe even 2020. In the meantime and in between time, $6,000 to $8,000 is what I'm calling until then. Oscar says December 12th. Okay, thanks for letting us know. So we still got some time. You know, at this point, you know, I'll give it a couple more weeks before maybe a run up with the bulls or whatnot. But if it doesn't happen in a couple of weeks, I think we're going to be trading stagnant. Backed Bitcoin USD daily futures contract to begin trading on December 12th, 2018, says Lucian Bobach. Thanks for letting us know about that. For some reason, I thought it was November. Maybe Champagne's a little off with that, but that's good. You know, that's why we have boomers here in the population, to make sure you catch my back out there. Cryptos to catch spring fever in 2019. Them bulls looking to multiply, says Cliff. Hey, you know, that's what most people are saying. Q1 2019, the first quarter. I'm not buying into that. I'm not sure, Cliff. I think that we may have to manage our expectations into the summer and maybe even the fall out here. And in the meantime and in between time, we're going to continue to lift. We're going to continue looking like 300 crypto Spartans out there. Make sure you guys are tuning into the self-improvement live streams that we're going to be doing on Friday. This Friday was the first. This past Friday was the first one. And that's what it is. A little more shaking, in my opinion, to go, says Rafterman. I agree with you, Rafterman. I think we got to shake up a couple more bad hands. Let the crypto winter extend a little longer than some may expect. See if we freeze over some of these baby bear cubs that are dancing and prancing out there. We need to snipe them out. Boom! Indeed. It's all good, champ, in the trenches for the long haul. It's all good, Cliff, indeed. It's nothing negative at all. I mean, if we stay here at the $6,000 to $8,000 range, I'm comfortable. It's a good accumulation period. I know a lot of the boomers out there are dollar cost averaging, picking up, you know, every Friday or every Monday a little bit of bits. And that's how I like to do it personally. You know, get a little bit here, a little bit there. You kind of average it out, and you don't got to worry so much about the price out there. You average yourself out. Jam, do a little analysis on your portfolio. I've talked about it in the past. I mean, I don't really expose my portfolio. I mean, I don't know if you do, but I'm not interested with that. Cliff Martin says, it's all good, champ, in the trenches for the long haul. Indeed. A little more shaking to go in his opinion. Indeed. Thursday payday can't come soon enough. Indeed. I see you guys, you know, Champagne does this as well. You know, every once in a while, you know, take a little stab at it. I remember when I first got even into Ether, when it got into the Coinbase, you know, I was picking up, you know, $20 here, $30 there, and did it prove to be a boomer? Okay, because the price back then, you know, $15, $20. Same with the lights. Same with the lights. You know, to not expose the entire portfolio, Joey Alex, you know the coins that I like, and I've been talking about them. Okay. Good morning, boomers, says McLovin, the Irish R&B singer. I see you, McLovin. Good morning to you. Shout out to everybody in Vegas out there. So I just shared this article. You know, it's nothing really sexy. They're just saying that all the analysts have the gauges aimed. Everything says, you know, all the indicators are saying boom, boom, boom for Q1. And I disagree. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I'm not going to be the fudder out here, but, you know, I got to keep it 1,000. When the boom is coming, I let you guys know. And when it's not, I keep it 1,000 with you, says Joey. Alex says, I hear you, my brother, trying to learn from you. It's all good, Joey. You know, the best thing I could say is always, you know, lead with the bits. Lead with the bits. And I've been saying this for a while now. Over half of the portfolio should always been in the bits. My personal opinion. Now, when it comes to the altcoin, the ETH, the EOS, the Trons, or the Neos, or some people are on the V chains or the Verge or whatever altcoin it may be that you're holding, most of them are, I'm not going to say most of them, but there's a good amount of them that are attractive. Some are garbage. But when it comes to the altcoins, I look at that more as play. Okay, and the real boom, if you're into crypto right now, the leader is Bitcoin, 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 more bits, more bits, more bits, more kaboom. And that's why I always tell you guys, when you're really looking at these markets, I mean, my personal opinion in my own time, I would say check out the markets in relation to Bitcoin, okay? Instead of USD, I would look at it like this. You know, at the Bitcoin, you know, has it moved against bits? Because again, I'm not interested in stacking USD. I'm not going to say that. I am interested in stacking USD, but not more than I am interested in stacking bits. Okay, so, you know, bits is number one. Bits is number one. Let's talk about this S&P 500 and what it tells us about Bitcoin. Derek McLean says it's about real world backed real estate assets. I've been talking about that. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's good. I'm not sure if you've been talking about that. You know, you never talk about real estate here. Perhaps you don't have your own channel. I have nothing against real estate. You know, and that thing's going to be around for a while. You know, real backed assets like precious metals or whatnot. The thing with the real backed assets like real estate is that they're not easy to move around. They're not easy to liquidate out there. So, you know, and, you know, there's a lot of taxes when it comes to moving ownership. So if you're going to sell, let's say, a piece of property, you're going to have to go through a lot of hoops and pay a lot of taxes. There's going to be transaction fees like no other. As opposed to moving millions of dollars in Bitcoin, the fees are going to be a lot less than they are moving millions of dollars of real estate. That's what it is. Lucian says people say Bitcoin is a dead coin because of the old tech and will never be a global payment method. Bitcoin is the new gold store of value, says Lucian. And I agree. I agree. It's not about the technologies per se with the bits. I mean, although obviously the tech plays a tremendous amount, I think it's also the fact that, you know, it's built trust over so much time now. It's like 10 plus years now. You know, it's about 10 years since the Genesis block. That's going to be coming up in January. We had the birthday of Bitcoin's white paper back in October. So it's about 10 years now. And how many times have people questioned the bits? How many times have they said that it's a fraud, that it's no good? And this thing keeps moving and trucking along. All aboard the train. All aboard the Bitcoin train out there. Boomers, all aboard. Let the friends, the family, the rest of the animals on the farm, the little piglets out there, let them know there's still room on the Bitcoin train out here. Jump on, all aboard, indeed. Lucian says, people say Bitcoin's a dead coin. We read that. Naked Matrix says, hey, good morning, Naked. I see you out there. Shout out to Joey Alex, Derek McLean, Cliff Martin, and the rest of the boom in. Choo choo out there. Lee Benke. Indeed, the Bitcoin train still has seats available. It's packing up, and this thing's headed to Boomtown sooner than later, in my personal opinion. What does the S&P 500 tell us about Bitcoin? I got this article linked down below from cryptodaily.co.uk. Bitcoin has been trading sideways these past few weeks, but the S&P 500 has not. In fact, the stock market has had a very clear direction the whole time Bitcoin was trading sideways. For a moment, investors and analysts believe that the stock market is likely to enter a long-term bear trend, and the S&P dropped below the $2,700 level. Kaboom out there, Rafter Man. Dropping his daily two for the baby champagne formula fund. Rafter Man always leading the pack out here, showing love out there. Rafter Man with his daily two. Guys, don't let Rafter Man show you up with just $2 out there. Don't look like a broke boomer. Throw 2, 5, 10, 20, 5,000 there in the super chat. We appreciate every single one. Baby champagne is getting stronger every day. I appreciate you, Rafter Man. Thank you very much. S&P and the Bitcoin. Here in this article linked down below, you can see here Bitcoin has bottomed out by every account, says this article. If we consider the price action as a standalone event, we can see that it's flattening out and preparing for a trend reversal. If we consider the price action as a mirror image of the price action in 2015, we reach the same conclusion. Back in 2015, during the final stages of correction, the price broke above the triangle and then found support along the previous resistance line, just like it has this time. If we look at the above Bitcoin USD daily chart, you can see that the price bounced strongly off the resistance turned support. So what they're basically saying here is this is the calm before the crypto kaboom out there. The calm before the crypto kaboom. So, you know, how long is this calm going to last? That's the best question. And again, you know my opinion. I don't think it's going to, I think it's going to last longer than some may expect. Nice time to buy, says Impatient Potato. I've been saying this too. This has been an accumulation period all summer long and into the crypto winter, if you ask me. All summer long and into the crypto winter. Thanks again, Rafterman. I appreciate you. Revolutionist is in the box. Bitcoin is not very centralized, as of over 75% of Bitcoin transactions are processed through just 7 mining firms. Bitcoin is not very decentralized. Of 75% of Bitcoin transactions are processed through 7 mining firms. Okay. Lee Banky with the 1999 showing you guys up. Kaboom out there for Baby Champ. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate the dub sack there, the 1999 there in the population of the chat box. Let me throw a little bit of fiat off the ceiling out there. 20 bucks from Lee. He's got 20 on it for you boomers out there. Let's see if you guys can match him. Lee, I appreciate you. Lee always one of the first to comment there. Somehow you get your post notifications or you're on YouTube often enough to catch champagne. I appreciate you, Lee. Thank you very much out there for booming with the 1999. The super chat's open if you guys want to throw 225, however it is, or just throw a positive comment there in the population of the chat box. Let us know that you're booming with the best of them out there. Let us know that you're booming with the best of them. Impatient Potato says dollar cost averaging Bitcoin every week. And that seems like a great strategy out there, Potato. That definitely seems like a great strategy. Cliff Martin says kaboom to Lee Banky. And Rafterman throwing you a shout out as well. Lee, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I really appreciate it. Even it's a, you know, $2, $1, even a positive comment. I know one of the boomers let me know that they, you know, a lot of people have let me know, but it was one of the boomers that dropped a comment and they said, you know, every morning I look for you, Champagne, you know, you got me hyped. It's things like that that keep me going. The 20, the 2, the positive comments. You know, I'm here every single day, whether things are up or down. It's been kind of boring in crypto all throughout the summer. You see a lot of the crypto YouTubers, they've completely, you know, gone offline, or their content production has, you know, been cut in half out there. They're not producing as much content. And I understand, but that's what it is. Positive comment says Crypto Stacks. There it is, Crypto Stacks. I see you. Kaboom. No problem, champ. I appreciate you there, Lee Banky. Thank you very much out there. Let's check out some of these top dApps, top DApp rankings out here. This is State of the dApps. This is a website that tracks a lot of the active dApps. I know there's another one called Dapp Radar. Okay, so, you know, I'm sure somebody's gonna come over here and say, Champagne, look at Dapp Radar instead. Right now I'm looking at State of the dApps. You guys can maybe look at Dapp Radar on another live stream. So that's what it is. Champ, you are one of the best crypto YouTubers by far. You have that fun energy. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. You know, sometimes I'm more energetic than others. But I hope every single day I'm coming with that positive energy, and also to relay the message out there that media doesn't always have to be negative. You don't have to cover all the negative things. I'm out here to show and prove out here that you could do a live stream every day, that you could build with the population here in the chat box, and you don't have to do it with negative headlines or gossip or anything that's negative out here. We talk about building and improving every single day and booming. Okay, not dooming out there. Kabooming, not dooming. Let's check out the State of the dApps out here. Right now, this is the current top dApps right now. So you got IDEX, which is the #1 dApp right now on State of the dApps. This is a exchange. This one is a decentralized exchange, if I'm not mistaken. IDEX. This is for Ether. Okay, this is on Ether. So you can see State of the dApps. All platforms. So it looks like the Ether ones are booming right now. I don't see any EOS ones. Let me see here. This is kind of weird because I would think that we could see some EOS. Have this dropped? Because the other day I was checking out this website and you had EOS at the top 10. But right now, all that's coming up is Ethereum dApps. So let's talk about them. IDEX, a decentralized exchange. Storage, a cloud storage. Fork Delta, ERC20 tokens exchange. Ethermon, Crypto Kitties is number 5. 333 ETH, which is not too attractive to me. Omisi Go and the Token Store. And we are back. Baby Champagne is interested in checking out the live stream, so he's joining us. Baby Champagne checking out the kabooms, and he says, thanks, Lee Banky, for the love out there. So we're back. Omisi Go. Unbank. Omisi Go is another one that I think somebody here in the population of the chat box let me know about, that they're holding, that they're all in. I think maybe, is it Derek? I don't know if it's you, Derek. Somebody there in the population was telling me that they're an Omisi Go boomer. The Token Store, Bancor. Bancor is working, the technology is working somehow on EOS there for RAM price discovery as well. What's catching my attention right here with State of the Dapps is that no EOS Dapps are coming up here, and they were last week. I find it hard to believe that not one EOS Dapps on the top 10 here on this website when they were on the number 1, 2, and 3 just a few weeks ago. So maybe I'm searching wrong or whatnot. EOS is funny bunny, says Cliff Martin. And, I respect that. I think that, that consensus report that came out calling it a glorified cloud computing blockchain, or not even a blockchain is what they said. I'm not sure how much I agree with that. I checked out one of Ivan on Tech's YouTube videos concerning this very debate, and I seem to agree with what Ivan said. I think this is more a debate on proof of stake versus proof of work. When it comes to that research paper, and looking deeper into things, and I told you guys not too long ago that I believe that proof of work is superior. For that matter, EOS is not proof of work, it's proof of stake. The 21 block producers there, they have some sort of a cartel, if one could argue. As opposed to Bitcoin, there is arguably mining cartels, but there's nothing stopping anyone from getting hardware and starting to mine on their own. As opposed to the proof of stake system on EOS, you need to be voted in. So there's a barrier to entry that's above just the hardware. EOS trading back and forth between the block producers to get the numbers up. EOS is fake news, says Cliff Martin. Okay. Revolutionist is not a fan of EOS either. Okay, so, we got competing ideologies here. It's all good. I like EOS. I got a bag, and, I guess, again, maybe I am a little biased when it comes to EOS because I got a bag, I got a bag of EOS, and that's what it is. Proof of worth will be replaced by proof of stake. Yeah, I've heard of proof of worth, POW, as opposed to work, but I don't know enough. I don't know enough about proof of worth to give you my personal opinion out there. So far, I think proof of work is a little bit more solid than proof of stake, according to what I'm seeing. Shout out to Two Tacos. I see you. Shout out to Test Cooks for You. You explained that well, champ. I think you're talking about the cartel there with the 21 block producers. Okay, let's see what the top dApps on EOS are. I know this one shows it, but I don't know why this is not showing the EOS dApps. They got them ranked at number 243. See, what I'm not seeing here is something like EOS Bet, which is another one that's kind of popular. Panda Fun, never heard of it. EOS Lucky Games, I have. Decent Twitter. EOS Poker. It looks like EOS Nights. A lot of these decentralized apps that are popular are gambling sites. That's what it is. Clifford Martin says 80% of his portfolio is proof of work. Okay, that's what's up. 80% is proof of work. Now, I tend to side more with proof of work than with proof of stake. We know the arguments proof of stake is more environmentally friendly, and it takes a lot less electricity. So that's what it is. Silver Crypto says, "Yo, Two Tacos Gucci. I see you guys out there. I see you guys. Let's see Dapp Radar, if we could check out Dapp Radar out here." top 5 games. So this isn't a competing website to State of the Dapps. I think more people use this one, if I'm not mistaken. You can see the categories are ranked by games, exchanges, collectibles, marketplaces, and others. I would like to see which one is the top out of all of them. So let me know, see if we get a category with all. It doesn't have that. So Ethermon, CryptoKitty, Blockchain Cuties, 0x Universe, and Axie Infinity are the top 5 games. Looks like mostly Ethereum right now. I'm not going to lie. It looks like mostly Ethereum right now, which is actually a little surprising. I'm going to keep it 1,000. Just a few weeks ago, it looks like these EOS dApps were being used more. Explore all dApps. Let's check that out. Number 1 is iDex, Fork Delta, Ethermon, CryptoKitties, 333Eeks, Token Store, and Blockchain Cuties. So maybe we just had a shift in the matrix here, and the EOS dApps are not being used as much as they were being reported before. Maybe Cliff Martin is right that the trading back and forth between the block producers to get the numbers up is fake news. Very interesting when it comes to that. Baby Champ sounds very cute. Yeah, we got the boomer here with us. Jigger Rome says, you had me freaking out, baby. Where now? Baby Champ is here. Shout out to everybody showing love to Baby Champ out here. The young one's getting big out here. The young one is getting big and strong and learning the charts with us. So let's welcome Baby Champ that he's in the building with us. Rafterman says, Funny Bunny reports. Test Cook for You says, hey, Baby Champ. Indeed. Derek McLean says, sounds very cute. And Jim says, I meant proof of work better than proof of stake. Yeah, I agree with you, Jim. I think proof of work is better than proof of stake. But the USA doesn't like it because they think the government worry about the Chinese influence. And that's true. You know, the Chinese do have a lot of mining power out there. But I said this before. We got to do what we have to do to compete in this proof of work environment. We need more mining over here in the Western world, in the States and whatnot. And I've talked about this before, plans to get the natural gas out of that's being drilled. They're doing more drilling out there in Texas. Some of the natural byproduct of drilling is natural gas. They're finding a way to capture that natural gas and use it for mining power. Sounds like Baby Champ doing rattle reps. Indeed. Indeed. Champagne sipping on his keto coffee this morning. I got my day off from the gym. You know, I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then most of the time I've been going on Saturday for some ancillary exercises to stay strong. I invite you guys to tune in to the self-improvement live stream that we did on Friday. I'm excited to do another one on Friday when these markets are trading sideways. I mean, I'll keep it 1,000 with you guys, other than, trying to tune into maybe the fights that are happening over there on Bitcoin Cash, the quarrel over there. I'm not really, that excited about crypto at this moment. For the short term, of course, for the mid to the long term, I'm a kaboomer, obviously. But, do I think it's going to boom in a week? I don't think so. I believe proof of work will become, proof of worth will become obsolete within a few years simply because it uses a lot of resources. You're kind of confusing me there, Revolutionist. Proof of worth or proof of work? Okay, I've heard of proof of worth. That's something different than proof of work. I'm specifically talking about proof of work when it comes to Bitcoin. Okay, there is a proof of worth as well. I don't know much about that, but proof of work, I do. You think that it uses a lot of resources? I think that's what anchors the digital world into the real world. I think that's what actually gives it its value. And we can maybe even do a live stream about that and a whole talk about that. But right now, I think POW is superior to POS. D-Rock says he's on the 5x5 strong list with his old lady. Did both workouts and she's excited to get back. Congratulations, D-Rock. I know you were asking if it was friendly for the females. And I've been seeing females doing 5x5 out there. 5x5 strong lift, for you guys that don't know. It's a workout program that we've been following. It's at stronglifts.com. I don't get anything for letting you guys know about it. It's just something I'm following, trying to build the strength. Jiggerome says, baby, Champ is a future crypto millionaire. Hopefully, Jiggeromes. Jim says, Champ, you think 12 is thumbs up for back, or do you think anything will hold up? Jim, I thought that the backed platform was going to go on line this week, I thought, until the boomers there corrected me and they let me know it was what, I think it's December 14th or December 12th or whatever that date is, close to the 12th that you're signaling there. Do I think it's thumbs up? You know, I think so. I think it's going to go online, but how is it going to impact the price? I'll tell you this, the last time we saw the futures go online last December, soon thereafter is when the market crashed. So for everybody, you know, cheering the legacy financial system arrival into the crypto space, I'm not sure that's going to positively impact the price for the midterm. I don't know. CryptoZilla's been on keto for 3 weeks now and hasn't seen the results that he hoped. So I started going through everything I've been putting in the body, and I think I found the reason. You may be eating too much, CryptoZilla. You may be eating too much. You got to track what you're eating, and you got to strip those carbs and make sure that you're in ketosis. That's why I like using the urine strips. They hold you accountable. And then you also got to track, you know, you may be eating too much. Been taking vitamins, but he saw maltodextrin listed in the back, looking it up. Listen, the way I feel about vitamins, they're trash. Okay. You know, they do more harm than good, in my opinion. Okay. Some vitamins maybe are good, but the multivitamins, I'm not sure they're doing much out there. If you need a vitamins, it's just a sign that you're not eating the right foods out there. So, you know, you may want to strip out the vitamins out there. Make sure that you're tracking your calories correctly. I've linked Keto Gains before, the TDEE, which lets you know how much caloric intake you require to maintain your weight. You may want to do those things. Track your food there on a macros calculator app or something like MyFitnessPal or something like that. That's what it is. Derek's asks, do you really think that about vitamins? Absolutely. I don't take any vitamins. There's no reason to be taking vitamins out there. You know, strong men, you know, you think the crypto Spartans were taking multivitamins? This guy, the crypto, you think they were doing it for Sparta, taking multivitamins? I think it's a bunch of hype, honestly. I think it's a meme out there, Derek. I'm feeling stronger than ever, and I haven't taken vitamins in a long time. Roger Oliver, he says, baby formula fun number 2, kaboom, out there for Roger. Let me throw you a bomb. Where's my bomb at, Roger? Where's my bomb? There we go. Kaboom. Let me throw you a sniper out there as well. A little money off the ceiling. €2 there from Roger Oliver there for the Baby Champ Formula Fund. I appreciate you, Roger. Thank you. I know you show up a lot out here giving us love. I appreciate you, Roger. Thank you. Derek McLean says, I've done no research, but that sounds a bit crazy. And neither have I, but I'm just speaking from my own experience. I think I talked about this before. I'm done with listening to other men's opinion about what we should or shouldn't eat out there. The majority of the information that's been disseminated on the networks, or maybe not the majority, but a good part of it has been kind of funny bunny out there. And I'm speaking from my experience. You know, I don't see any direct benefits from those vitamins out there. I think that you probably pee most of them out, and that's what it is. CryptoZilla says he needs the potassium, magnesium. Personally, sorry, I tried it without. And each one is not the same out there. Magnesium's good. You know, I'm not against vitamins, but I think that you're better off trying to get those vitamins through food. Now, I know a lot of people are vitamin D deficient out there, and you know, maybe if you're taking vitamin D on your own, maybe that's good. But you know, a complete multivitamin, I don't know. I'm not really buying into the meme. I don't think I've stopped smiling since tuning in. Shout out to Cliff. I see you out there, Cliff. Thank you for the love. Well, you have a point, because if you eat a balanced diet, you probably won't need them. Exactly, Derek. This is, you know, my idea is to try to eat whole foods and eat as natural as possible out there. So that's what it is. So I'm kind of gone back into the eating. I know you guys like this. You guys like the self-improvement, and I appreciate that. Eat a masternode and fatten your stack, says Marlon Jones. Shout out to Marlon, a boomer out there. Guys, check out Marlon. I know he's doing videos out there. He's testing out the masternode, so you never know. He may come across a boomer, and you don't want to miss it out there. The Revolutionist, I know you're a boomer, and he says he has never taken vitamins, and we know Revolution is benching heavy out there. He's let us know he's been working out for 10 plus years, and he's more of an intermediate to advanced lifter. He doesn't need those vitamins, so we seem to agree out there, Revolutionist. Cliff Martin says he took the Flintstone vitamins as a kid, but that's it. And Cliff, you know, that's a meme too. You know, they're trying to, if they're packaging it with sugar and a cartoon, you probably don't need it. You know, they do that to sell it to you out there. Main point is that I found maltodextrin, which is worse than sugar, a white powder made from corn, rice, potato, starch, and wheat. There you go, Cryptozilla. You're ingesting more carbs and powders. You don't need any of that. Just make sure you're eating whole foods, and you know, you'll see results. If you're in complete ketosis and you're managing your caloric intake, you should be losing weight. Lauren James says C60 colostrum, B12 liquid from only, and iodine and liquid minerals is what I take. Shout out to you, Lauren James. Again, I believe that if you're eating correctly and you're eating the right foods, you probably don't need any sort of vitamins. But, you know, the vitamin industry is a whole industry that, you know, it's meant to just keep pushing you more and more stuff. I see people taking all kinds of vitamins out there, and the majority of them are sometimes vegetarians, if you ask me. But if you're eating strong meats and you're eating good saturated fats, and if you're eating your eggs, which have more vitamins than most, you should be okay. Yeah, vitamin pills are synthetic nonsense. I agree with that, Karen. D-Rock found beer as a teenager, and that's all the vitamins he need. Eat real foods, indeed, D-Rock. Indeed. If you're just tuning in, we've been talking about when Bitcoin will boom and the top Dapp rankings. I let you guys know about these articles that are bullish out here. It says that crypto analysts expect the Bitcoin market to explode in 2019. They call this the calm before the storm. Most are seeking a boom for Q1. And you can also read this article. It says that Bitcoin's also bullish. Everything's pointing to a kaboom. They said the trend reversal. Bitcoin has bottomed out by every account. If we consider the price action as a standalone event, we can see that it's flattening out and preparing for a trend reversal. So, you know, they expect it to boom. I let you guys know my opinion. My opinion is that we're going to be trading sideways to at least next summer, maybe the fall, and going into 2020. And I'll tell you this, you know, I'm almost, I would say 95% or more sure that before this halving occurs in 2020, that we're going to see some action with Bitcoin like no other. Definitely, it should meet its all-time highs there, close to 20,000. And the way I'm looking at it, it'll probably surpass that. So that's what I'm booming with. Those Dapp rankings sure have changed a lot over the last few weeks. Closest EOS Dapp is ranked number 240, says Cliff Martin. Indeed, that's what I was kind of thrown off here. I was there on State of the Dapps and on Dapp Radar. And just a few weeks ago, a lot of the top 10 Dapps included EOS Dapps. But now it seems like we can't find any EOS Dapps on this list. It's all Ethereum Dapps. And I seem to agree with Cliff. It's just, they've changed a lot over the last few weeks. I'm wondering why the top Dapp went down to 240. Someone else said that you know, it's probably due in part. Was that you, Cliff? I'm not remembering, but someone there earlier said that it's probably due in part by fake transactions between the block producers, between EOS. I don't know how true or not true that is, but it's definitely something to look at out here. The fact that those Dapps are not coming up on the list. Yeah, it was you, Funny Bunny, EOS. There you go, Cliff Martin. Lucian says it's too expensive. You're talking about EOS? EOS, all the transactions are free, but to set up an account, You need to have RAM. So there's a fixed cost to get into the blockchain. You know, you need to set up, and you have to have resources before you start moving. So there's a one-time fixed cost. I think it's about $10 or $15 worth of RAM. I'm not exactly sure, but you know, it's probably less than 20 bucks. After you have an account, all the transactions are free. There's no transaction fees. Jim agrees with Revolutionist, buy more Cardano now. Revolutionist says he's hoping for the sideways market to continue, but I expect it to move upwards mid-December. But that's just a guess. No one knows. Now, if it moves upwards, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if it goes into the $7,000 range. When I say things won't boom, I mean specifically that they won't go over 8,300. You know, round it off to 8,000. I think we're going to be stuck between the $6,000 and $8,000 range for some time now. But yeah, I would agree with you. I think that we'll see a little spike in December, closer to 7,000, maybe beyond 7,000. But we're still going to be in the pocket that we were all summer. For each user, you needed stacked EOS. If your users increase, you'll need more EOS, says Lucian Bobach. Yeah, EOS is a blockchain that's for cloud computing resources. So if you're Dapp developer and launching that Dapp, the more users that are using your Dapp, the more resources that you're going to need on the blockchain, and you're going to need more EOS. So yeah, you're absolutely correct. This dumps the cost on the developer as opposed to the users. If you're a user, you don't need to spend anything. You know, this is compared to Ethereum. When you're using the dApps on Ethereum, you got to pay some gas as a user. D-Rock says he thinks there's a chance for a bump. Until then, I will continue to accumulate surfboard waxed and ready for the wave. I like that. Waxed and ready for the wave. I like that, D-Rock. Kaboom. Indeed. Let me throw you a bomb. At 7.5 cents, every time I place a buy order on Cardano, I feel like McDonald's hamburger because it's such a steal. That is absolutely something that I can't disagree with. At 7 cents, Cardano seems like an excellent deal. I'm not going to lie with you guys. I mean, the fact that it went over $1 already definitely signals to me that, you know, this is a coin that can easily double or triple in price. So, you know, Cardano, I got to say, it's, you know, these past month or so has been one of the top speculated coins. And this is due in part by Revolutionists leading the team out there. He sold all his mini miners, his S9s, and he bought more Cardano, more booms out there. Check out the interview we did with Charles Hoskinson there back in January. I spoke to the main man, the head man in charge there, the CEO of IOHK and the main developer there behind Cardano. So just put Champagne Crypto Charles Hoskinson and that should come up. Indeed, guys. We've been on for about 41 minutes. I got the baby champ here. I think I'm going to spend some time with the young boomer out here. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I tune out. And that's what it is, guys. I appreciate you guys. Jim, Revolutionist, Lucian, D-Rock, Cliff, Rafterman, and the rest of the kaboomers out there. Always with the positive energy and always keeping me tuned in what's going on. Sometimes I'm not paying attention to every single thing that's going on. So you guys also let me know, like, Champ, don't forget about Cardano. Champ, you may want to check out what's going on with the Bitcoin Cash Quarrel. They're making some good points out there. So, you know, those are things that I haven't normally been focused on, but because of you guys, they've definitely caught my attention. Revolutionist says he knows that he's in the top 10% of Cardano holders, I'm supposing. And congratulations to you, Revolutionist. Hopefully it kabooms out there so we can celebrate with you. Derek McLean, the Binance bull, is buying a bunch for his birthday on the 27th. Shout out to Derek. Indeed. Hit the likes, says Jim. Hit the likes, indeed. Hit the likes. Lucian thinks he says he hopes Bitcoin will die. No need for it. You know, I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not attached to Bitcoin Cash. I don't have anything. I don't have any bags of Bitcoin Cash. I'll tell you that much. But, you know, I like the revolutionary attitude. I like that they try to put themselves closer to Satoshi's visions as a peer-to-peer electronic cash. But apparently it's not enough out there. You know, they're having a quarrel. Bitcoin Cash seems to serve the same purpose that Litecoin does. Revolutionist does not hold any Ethereum Classic, but he thinks it has potential. Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm going to be out of here. Always a pleasure. Always a kaboom in the morning with you guys. Make sure you look out for me. You know, let me know if you guys are getting your post notifications, because we have the same characters here. Jim, Cliff, Revolutionist, Lucian. I see you guys often. Are you guys getting your post notifications, or are you just actively looking out for champagne in the morning? You guys seem to be online. I know a guy like Lee Banky. He's always one of the first to comment right when I go online within the first 10 minutes. I'm not sure if it's because he's getting his notification or that he just happens to be looking for me online out there. And again, thanks Lee for that $20 tip there. And thanks to everybody that's dropping a super chat there. We appreciate it. Me and baby Champagne here. Marlon's actively looking for Champ. Shout out to Marlon. Yeah, Revolutionist says he has to look for me. Okay. Cliff says, yes, I get the post notification. Okay, so, you know, some guys are getting it. Koran had the notice bell too, so a few guys are getting. Jim says he gets his notifications, but a little late. Okay, Rafterman's an OMG bull. Okay, we talked about OMG, and they're one of the top dApps. I think, was it on Dapp Radar? Or was it on State of the dApps? I think it was State of the dApps out there. What's interesting to me, I think that what I took out of this live stream is that the EOS dApps are no longer showing up at the top dApps on Dapp Radar on State of the dApps, when they were like in the top 10 and the top 20 before. Now the top EOS dApp is ranked 243 according to Cliff Martin, and it's something that really caught my attention. So what changed in the past couple of weeks with these EOS dApps that moved them down in ranking? Mac Jameson is not getting any notifications. Joey Alex says, I'm just looking out. I never get the notifications, Champ. There you go, Joey. So it looks like 50-50. You may or may not get it. It's a gamble out there. So make sure you're, you know, actively seeking me out. Bookmark the channel here. You know, click on the name and bookmark the channel. That way you can easily go over there to the channel and reload. And that's what it is. Derek McLean says, how old is everybody in the chat box? I think a few of the boomers shared their age. I think Revolutionist is coming close to 40. And a couple guys were in their 30s. According to my data here, you know, I get to see some of the analytics behind some of the videos that are being watched here, or all of the videos. And according to YouTube, you know, it's about 18 to 45. We do have boomers that are over 50, and excuse me, it's most people are between 20 and 40. There's not too many boomers that are under 20, although there's a few young ones. But it seems like the sweet spot is between 20 and 40. Karan's 43, Rogers 51 and a half. We got some people on the analytics that are up to like 70 and 80 years old, but I think that the majority is between 20 and 40. Marlon's 44. So you got a nice, you know, it looks like a majority are over 30. There you go. Ryan Shore is 42. So according to the information I'm getting here now, it looks like gentlemen are a little older than the analytics show me, because the analytics have shown me that there's a little bit more in the 20-year-old range. But now, you know, you can never trust YouTube. That's what it is. So, you know, just ask the boomers out there. CryptoZilla says 48. Ryan Shore 42. What about you, Champ? You know, Champ likes to stay cryptographic, but you know, definitely over 30. I'll keep it at that. There's a good community right here. Mac Jamison's 45. Rafterman's 58 out there. Okay, so we got grown men in the building. I like that. I like that. We got more grown men in here than we do have young 20-year-olds. That's good. That's good. For some reason, I would say that I thought most of the people were in their 20-year-old range. But, you know, shout out to Derek. He's compared to some of these men out here, he's a young one. So shout out to you, Derek. Veterans in the box. Yeah, Champagne's plus 30. Plus 30. So I'm closer to some of the grown men out here than Derek. Derek's surprised. I'm not completely surprised, Derek. You know, like I said, the analytics that I'm checking out told me between 20 and 40, but it looks like those analytics are wrong, because we got guys here 48, Rogers 51, Rafterman 58. We got grown men here, 37 but young at heart. But you know, nowadays, you know, what do they say? 40 is the new 30, or 30 is the new 20. I don't know. It's not about the age out there, boomers. It's about how you feel, and if you're lifting strong weights out there. You know, you can keep yourself young if you're pulling that weight. D-Rock says, we need the youngsters, the future of adoptions. Shout out to Boss Lady. How you doing, Boss Lady? We're about tuning out, but welcome to the population of the chat box. Boss Lady, one of the only crypto chicks that's still sniping with us. We appreciate you, boss lady. So we've just learned that the majority of the boomers are over 30, with the exception of a few guys out there. But it looks like the boomers are over 30 out here, which is good. I like that. I like grown men out here. Baby Champ is on today. We got Baby Champ in the house indeed. Baby Champ here kicking it with me. Watching the screens out here, watching the kabooms. I'm about to tune out the broadcast so I can spend time with the youngster out there. Family first out there, boomers. Family first out there, indeed. Lee Banky's 33. Okay. So yeah, that's interesting. I would have pegged more people. I would say I would have thought the median here was about 28, but it looks like the median is about a little over 30. Derek says, I thought it would be younger, but it's cool that everyone's mature. That's all good, Derek. I mean, you're hanging with grown men. That's good. You don't want to hang with the little baby bear cubs either. Jim says, I live in Pensacola Beach already. I just like to win. That's what I do crypto. Shout out to Jim. All right, buddy. All right. Champ, are you watching any coins that are under the radar? I'm not sure if they're under the radar. I've been looking at those gaming tokens, really, those vibes, those Decentralands. There's something that's attracted me to the virtual reality. I think that there could be a place there. I've even had thoughts of maybe buying some land in one of those augmented reality spaces and maybe try to set something up there. Maybe in the future, maybe do a live stream from a specific virtual reality location. Maybe we could throw on the headsets. This is farther down the future. I don't know. Young kids only show ripples, says Derek. So dumb. All right, Derek. You know how I feel about Ripple. Trash bags. Baby Champ likes to win too, indeed. Baby Champ's telling me to get offline. He wants to chill. I'm about to quiz my son on his timetables. Homeschool life. Shout out to you. Shout out to the homeschool life. Boss lady has the young one there homeschooling them. I definitely respect that. It's definitely an option. It's definitely an option. Something I've thought of. I'm not sure, if that's for me or not, but I can respect that. I definitely see that. I can see why you would want to homeschool in this day and age. They're teaching the children a lot of garbage out there. Original Copy says, doesn't surprise me, Champ. Our generation sucks. How you speak about things turns most of these soft bodies off the channel. Everybody wants PCBS. Yeah, apparently that's a good point there, Original Copy. I never thought of that right now. It seems like everybody sub 30 may be triggered listening to Champagne. Maybe not a PC enough for them. It looks like the young millennials out there are not really feeling the kabooms, but that's okay. We'll stick with the grown men out here. Let the men take over the field. Let the men take over the field. I held mana, but I sold them and got more Cardano, says Revolutionist. Great show, Champ. Keep booming, boomers. Peace out, Cliff. Does everyone have kids here, says Derek? I'm not sure, but I mean, shout out to the men that have kids and the women out here. As you grow up, I think the millennials out there, they have something against family and children out there. But, as you grow up, especially myself, the meaning of life, as far as me, I've learned this. The meaning of life is to have kids and have a family. That's everybody says, the meaning of life is to do this or find a job that you love and this, you want to keep your bloodline going on. So if you're not growing a family, I don't know, I don't know what it is out there. So, that's my personal opinion, my 2 cents out there, have yourself some kids if you're a grown man out there. And then shout out to those that don't want kids too, because they're entitled to their own, their decisions. But if you ask me, you want to make sure the bloodline lives. We do it for Sparta out there. Derek McLean says, I agree. What age would you recommend is the best to start a family, says Derek. Well, not at 23, Derek. I'll tell you that. Not at just 23. Enjoy your 20s, Derek. You don't need to start a family right now. Make sure you earn your stripes out there and learn out there, you know, and make sure, you know, you spend your time and get your skills before you start trying to clean your own room up before you try to change the world. I definitely subscribe to what JBP, Dr. Jordan Peterson, talks about. You know, make sure you try to get your stuff together before you try to start changing everybody else. Make sure you have your stuff in line. And at that point, I would say it's a good time to move on to the next level. But I don't think anybody has their stuff together at 23. I certainly didn't. I'll keep it 1,000, Derek. I certainly didn't have my stuff together. Marlon Jones, Bulls on the block with the 5 on it at the last second out here. Marlon, I appreciate you. Thank you. He says, Jim, he's in Pensacola. Let him know if you're interested in attending a Bitcoin meetup. Okay, so you got guys out there in Florida, by the Florida State. So you're close to Tallahassee or whatnot. Guys are doing a Bitcoin meetup. Let's see if you guys can link up out there, Jim and Marlon. We got crypto brothers linking up out here. It's a brotherhood. We're here for a long gun out here, and hopefully we'll celebrate 2020 and beyond. Lucian says, Derek, don't wait too long before 30, says Lucian. That's his opinion, okay? Rafterman, he has millennial kids. All right. Jim says, be careful when you become a Bitcoin billionaire. You want to make sure she isn't a gold digger. Hard to make a family with that. Yeah, that's true. You gotta fend off the gold diggers out there. You know, it's a fact of life out there. All right, guys, 55 minutes. I want to go ahead and tune this off before the hour comes up here. So thank you, Marlon. Thanks you for the 5 on, and thank you everybody else that drop a little fiat out there in the population. Let me throw a little fiat off the ceiling. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it with Baby Champ. Boss Lady's a Florida girl. She's down for a meetup, so you guys may want to holler at Boss Lady out there. Just think how different the world will be when Baby Champ is 23 years old. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking about the virtual spaces and the virtual land out there. You never know if that stuff is going to be worth something in the future. That's why Decentraland Mana really caught my attention, and so did Vibe. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Baby Champ's yelling. I appreciate all you maniacs. Kaboom out there. Make sure you go to the gym and stay healthy. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, in the morning. Make sure you check me out. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.